Loves, welcome back. Today we are starting off in a comfortable seat with the legs crossed. You can rest your hands on your knees, elongate through your spine. Begin to settle in for a moment. Today's flow, we focus on the hamstrings and quads with a few back bends. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Gentle neck stretch. You also have the option to bring your left palm to your right ear and have a gentle pulling sensation if that would feel good throughout the right side of your neck. Be mindful and listen to your body. As you inhale, bring your head and neck back to center. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Same option on this side. You can bring that right palm to the left ear. Gentle pulling sensation. Come back to center on your inhale. Drop your chin towards your chest, head falls forward. Lift your head up and let it fall back, elongate through the front of your neck. Gently lift your head forward, bring the chin towards the chest, and lift your head up and back. Bring your head back to neutral. Come to butterfly pose. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take a hold of your ankles or big toes. Lift through your chest as you ground down through your tailbone. The closer your feet are towards your body, the deeper the hip stretch. Take a deep inhale, lift through the chest. As you exhale, option to fold yourself forward. Begin to lift yourself back up. Plant your feet on the mat. Keep the knees towards the sky. And place your palms behind you so that you're leaning back a little bit. Let the legs fall towards the left or right side. Then bring them towards the center. And let them fall towards the opposite side. Do this back and forth windshield wiper motion a few times before we move forward. Begin to come to a seated half-wide straddle. Right leg is extended straight out to the right side. Bring the sole of your left foot towards the inside of your right thigh. Once you are there, take an inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, face towards that right leg and fold over. Maybe your hands come to your shins, maybe they come to your foot. And begin to lift yourself up, come back through center, switch the legs out. Left leg extend straight out to the left side. Sole of your right foot towards the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift yourself up and out of this pose. Come to a seated position with your legs extending out straight in front of you. As you inhale, ground down. Reach those arms high above your head. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge at the hips. Maintain a nice long spine as long as you can. Touch your shins or your feet for a moment before you then lift yourself back up. From here, bend your knees, plant your feet. Lean back so that you are balancing on your body. If that feels good, you can drop down to your forearms. You may want your feet to widen out slightly. That may feel better for you and give some space. Wherever you are, make your way out of this pose. Come to a tabletop before then into a downward dog. In your downward dog, ground down through all four corners as you lift those hips towards the sky. Let's take a couple spinal waves within our down dog. If you aren't sure how to do these, I recommend watching me for this first round. As you inhale, come to a high plank. Exhale, bend through the knees, tilt your pelvis forward. As you lift the hips and push yourself back, straighten out the legs into your down dog. And again, inhale, high plank. Exhale, spinal wave. Tilt the pelvis forward, similar to how you do in cow pose. Bend through the knees as you lift those hips and come into your down dog. If you are new to these, it can feel a little tricky to get the technique down, but just practice and you will get there. Come back into your downward dog. As you inhale, right leg lifts up. Bend through the right knee as you stack your right hip over the left. Nice little open hip stretch here for a moment. Come back to center and then step that right foot in between your palms. Drop the left knee down to the mat. Flip the left toes. Lift those arms all the way up, modified crescent lunge. Make sure that right knee is stacked over your right ankle. As you exhale, gentle twist and back bend. Bring that right palm towards your back left leg. Left arm reaches up and back. Be gentle here. Great job. Release out. Bring both of your hands high above your head. Deep inhale. Exhale, half splits. Straighten out that right leg. Come to your fingertips or your palms on the ground. Maintain that nice straight line within your spine. If you feel like you're rounding through, I highly recommend having a pair of blocks underneath your palms that will lift yourself up and bring more space. On your inhale, shift forward, bend through your right knee. Reach those arms high above your head, modified crescent. As you exhale, go right back into your half splits. Straighten out that leg. Maintain your breath. Your back. And remembering our intention of self-love not only towards ourselves, but for our bodies, this practice, and everything in between. Now come back to your forward fold. Widen out your stance. Have your toes pointed at a 45-degree angle. Come to Malasana or Yogi Squat. So bend the knees, sink those hips down. Palms to your heart center. Press those elbows on the inside of those legs. Great job. Drop down to your booty. Come to a seat. Have your knees bent and close to your body. Take a hold of both of your heels. Begin to straighten out your right leg, lifting towards the sky. We are coming into boat pose. Now you can stay here and switch between both of the legs. Or you can come into a full boat pose by lifting and straightening both of those legs straight up towards the sky, grounding down through that tailbone, lifting through the chest, engaging your core, and testing out your balance. Gently release out of your boat pose. Make your way onto your shins and prop yourself up so that you are balancing on your shins. preparing for camel pose, getting into a little back bend. Bring your palms towards your low back, fingertips towards the mat. Bending through the elbows. Gently begin to lean yourself back as you lift through the chest. Be mindful here. And let your head fall back. If this feels good and you want to go a little deeper, you can bring your hands towards your ankles. And making sure you are breathing through this pose. It is really easy to hold our breath. If you would like to take some half camel movements like how I am, feel free. Begin to lift yourself out of your camel pose, taking your time here. As you lift up, begin to sink your hips down towards your feet. Widen out your knees a bit. Have your palms at your heart center. Nice little hip opener here for a moment. Begin to lift yourself up. Bring the knees closer together. We are in hero's pose, so we are sitting on our shins. And taking a second round of reclined heroes. So as I mentioned earlier with the first round, if you have any knee pain here, I recommend taking a different pose right now and skipping this. Begin to lean yourself back, whether it's to your palms or to your forearms. And if you want to go even deeper, and that would feel good for you, you can lean all the way back so that you are laying down. Your arms can be to the side, they can grab your feet. Really feeling that stretch throughout your quads. Begin to slowly and gently lift yourself out of your reclined heroes. And come to a seated wide straddle with both your legs out to the side. Come to however deep of a wide straddle would feel good. Since we have taken a lot of lower body stretches, maybe you test out your limits today. Remember to be mindful and listen to your body. You should not ever feel pain in these poses. Inhale, ground down, reach those arms high above your head, face towards your left leg. Exhale, fold forward, grabbing towards your foot or your shin. Come back through center. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, face the right leg and fold forward. Inhale, back to center, reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, walk your palms down the middle. Maybe you come to your fingertips or your palms, or drop down to your forearms, or maybe all the way down to your belly as well. You should feel a nice stretch on your inner thighs. Maintain a nice long spine. Bring awareness to your breath. Begin to deepen your inhales with your exhales. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest and belly with every breath. come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice how you feel after showing up on your mat and giving back to yourself in the form of movement. Gently open your eyes if you have them closed, ending class with one deep breath together. As you inhale, reach your arms high above your head. Exhale, palms to touch, bring them down to your heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this flow, and please subscribe to support me.